A powerful figure asserts his dominance over a massive crowd of enthralled followers. A group of disciples gathers to discuss an unexpected invitation. They talk about a prominent young master requesting the presence of their junior sister, Xueyan. Xueyan receives the news with quiet optimism. However, some suspect that the young master harbors dark intentions toward her. Her peers celebrate her good fortune, eager to share in her future success. While the others discuss their ambitions to stay in the upper realm, one young man remains isolated and deeply troubled by the invitation. The group's conversation halts when a stranger appears at the gate. An official enters the courtyard, presenting himself as a representative of a powerful merchant alliance. The unexpected visit from such a high-ranking figure leaves the disciples completely bewildered. The young man's distrust deepens, certain that this official brings nothing but danger for Xueyan. The group tenses as the official steps further into their home, prompting the young man to prepare for a confrontation. A sudden wave of panic overtakes the young man. A strange, magical force violently sweeps Xueyan away. She struggles fiercely against a man who captures her against her will. The official peacefully escorts a willing Xueyan away from the courtyard. The young man is left behind, completely powerless to stop her departure. Consumed by overwhelming frustration, the young man stands alone in absolute silence. Someone watches the unfolding events with intense focus. A powerful warrior wielding mystical flames voices his frustration about the predictable actions of lesser beings. Tension hangs heavy in the room. Hidden anger threatens to boil over while the other attendees remain perfectly calm. Young Master Gu contemplates recent events while casually examining a magical artifact. He is joined by a sinister companion who clearly enjoys the brewing trouble. He finds the entire situation highly amusing. Later, two women arrive at his study to pay their respects. They bring up matters concerning the lower realm. When his servant acts out of line, Gu quickly steps in to reprimand her for her harsh behavior towards their guest. Despite the scolding, the servant demands future deference from Miss Xueyan. Changing the subject, Gu casually gifts an incredibly rare tea to the astonished Xueyan. He knows exactly how much leverage this valuable offering gives him. Xueyan is completely caught off guard by the unexpected generosity. Gu then conjures a magical projection, revealing the image of a specific man to her. The sudden revelation is so shocking that a teacup is dropped and shatters against the floorboards. The master sits quietly, questioning the circumstances while magic brews nearby. A disciple waits in the room. One of the disciples manipulates the floating teapot, suggesting they share its contents with their peers. The other disciple expresses a hint of disappointment, having hoped for a more personal encounter. The sliding door abruptly closes, sealing the room. The master stands to address the remaining disciple, shifting the conversation to someone named Lu Ming. He contemplates Lu Ming's recent streak of luck, realizing that it suddenly makes perfect sense. Later that night at the Mingluo workshop, a cloaked woman radiating dark magic confronts another cultivator. He notes how rapidly her power has grown in just a few days thanks to her forbidden techniques. The man watches her with a confident, calculating demeanor. The two stand off in the moonlit courtyard, the tension building between them. He casually walks past her, approaching a large stone monument. He focuses his attention entirely on the structure before him. With a sudden burst of power, he strikes the monument, shattering its surface. The impact sends a shockwave through the courtyard, forcing the woman to leap back defensively as he casually remarks on her predicament. Shocked by his sudden display of strength, the woman launches a fierce counterattack, demanding to know his true power level. A powerful blast of magical energy strikes out towards a towering stone pillar in the dead of night. A woman channels the destructive magic, aiming it directly at an opponent who defends himself with a magical barrier. She pushes her power to the limit, determined to break through his defenses. The man easily holds his ground, completely confident in his ability to block the incoming assault. Suddenly, a heavy hand clamps down firmly on his shoulder. An imposing figure materializes right behind him, mockingly asking if he was the target they were looking for. The man's confidence instantly shatters into pure terror as he realizes who has just arrived. He is violently thrown back through the air, leaving the newly arrived figure standing calmly in his place. The woman watches the sudden shift in the battle. She pauses her attack, completely caught off guard by the unexpected intervention. The mysterious newcomer stands triumphant, clearly in total control of the situation.